Guys, today is a special day because I'm gonna be able to put my Bixpy on this Kaku Voodoo. Already killed the name. Lucas, how do you say Voodoo? Kaku on this Barracuda, and we're gonna use it. And we're gonna do it using this will fit adapter. I think this is the power pulse adapter from Bixpy, and it's gonna go right there in the middle. And Lucas, I asked you for a little thing. Where is it? Where's the little thing you brought in? And we're gonna use the Bixpy pole steering system to be able to control this Kaku Voodoo from the sitting position using a painter's pole that you could get on any Home Depot or any place. This is the power pole mount. Nothing else there. Ow, ow. Lucas, do not destroy my phone because it's being charged by this amazing Bixpy battery. Guys, I'm gonna be linking an affiliate link for all the Bixpy products that we're gonna use today. Bixpy is a super friend of the channel. Oh, Lucas is saying something. Okay, Lucas, what's up? See? All right, so we got all the pieces. Let's start by removing this. Actually, see, it fits there perfectly fine. Okay. For this install, normally if you have a 1/4-inch insert for your power pole setting, you will use this, and it has some really nice tone screws, which is really great. But we're not gonna be using that here because unfortunately these are thicker. It's 5/16 of an inch, so I'm gonna go and get those. I'll be right back. About to go and test the Bixpy K1 on the Voodoo from Kaku Barracuda 10.5 10,000. We got the power pole mount from Bixpy. It's super easy to install. All you have to do if you have a power pole setting is just bolt it in, but it's super easy to install. Setting up all this stuff, it's best to go and watch Bixpy's own video because it's a more detailed video, and I don't want to bore you with it. Normally you will get a painter's pole and it will screw it in here, but as you can see, I was using wood and it broke. Solution, let's go ahead and take the kayak on the water and let's do some testing. Hey guys, today we're here on the water. We're gonna be testing the Bixpy K1. This super tiny, oops, it only weighs about under 3 pounds. Very powerful motor for the size. We're gonna be testing it on the Barracuda Voodoo, Kaku Voodoo, because this boat, it doesn't have a dry well, it doesn't have anything in the front to put a bow mounted trolling motor, but it does have 5 power pole settings on the back that you could add a bunch of stuff in there. I set it up now with only steering from the pole right here, but you could also do full steering, and I'm gonna show you that later in this video. Let me go ahead and take this set up on the water. This is the power pole mount, and after I'm done with this initial test, I'm gonna come back and set up the transom mount. Let's get on the water. Of course it did that. Why not? All right guys, let's go ahead and get out of the grass areas. So rule number 1, always wear your kill switch. I have it attached to my vest. It engage. First order of business, we are basically going in circle because that's what I'm doing. It is nice to have a motor, man. especially if you spend the whole day catching fish, you're ready to go home. It's very nice just to have a Bixpy, or if you want something more powerful, just whatever, you know, Newport vessel, and just enjoy boating on a tiny watercraft that could go anywhere. Because with this Kaku Voodoo, I'm never gonna say the name right, you could fish in 6 inches of water. And that's my plan for this weekend. I want to go take it to the Everglades, not this one, the Zulu, and that's the one I'm gonna take, and go fishing for reds. I need to keep it reds. Just gonna stay close to the Everglades, right, to the launch. I'm not gonna go far. Gotta get used to this turning. All right, not bad. Now, compared to the Newport vessel, it does feel slow, but I mean, you're dealing with a lot of weight, dealing with over 60 pounds of weight with the Newport vessel, the NK300. I'm gonna try the NK180 here too, to see, you know, what the difference is. Let me tell you something, it's very nice just to like just do this. Okay, so my goal for this video is to see how fast we go top speed, middle speed, and low speeds, and then go ahead and swap this mount for the transom mount, and also do the same. I want to compare the difference between having the power pole mount and the transom mount, see if there's any difference in speed. I'm gonna set up going this way, I'm gonna let it go, see what happens. It's like staying put, it's right there in the middle, it's not moving. And we go in 1.8, 1.9, maybe it's gonna get to 2 miles an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so speed 6, 2.2 miles an hour, 2.5, 2.5 miles an hour, speed 6. How fast speed? 2.5 miles an hour. You could go like probably with this big battery, because we have the bigger battery right here for the Bixpy, you could probably go 10 days in 2 nights at this speeds. It's kind of slow, but this is perfect trolling speeds for a lot of areas. And if you want to cover an area like fishing for real, you don't want to do much, you just set the motor down like that, drop the thing, and you just want to fish. It's gonna keep going. It's perfect for that. Let's go ahead and go to speed 12. All right, so we are at speed 12. You can see that we got a little bit of power. I felt it. It's gaining speed. It's speed 3.4 miles an hour. I was hoping to see 4, but I don't think we're gonna see 4. Go in reverse. Before I go back to the short line and swap out this mount for the transom mount, I want to see what is a top end speed, and then we're probably gonna get the same speed with that. So I'm just gonna go to the maximum and just see how it handles in terms of turning and stuff like that. I think it should be the same, but I will be back here with the rudder mount and hands-free fishing. I'm gonna be setting up for steering with my feet. I'm gonna set it up like that. It's gonna be funny, you should see it. And it's part of this video, by the way. And then I want to see how that handles. I want to see if we get any, I mean, the speed should be the same, but just see how it works like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it straight, see if we gain anything. We're probably gonna see 3.8, 3.2, 3.3 miles an hour. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and let it go. See if we go over that 3.7 miles an hour, 3.8, 3.9. Are we gonna see 4? Come on, don't disappoint me. I thought we were gonna see 4. Okay, 3.9, we saw it, 3.8. Let me go over here. 4.2. Yes, staying at 4.2. Wow. 4.2 miles an hour. So, hey, forget my disappointment. We did hit 4 miles an hour. Okay. I gotta say something here. Because I was saying I was a little disappointed that I wasn't getting the speed that I thought I was gonna get, but I hit 4.2 miles an hour. That tells me if I'm right there on a deep area and there's not a lot of wind or stuff, I'm gonna hit 4 miles an hour. Now I'm happy now. I guess I didn't give it enough time earlier to really get, you know, get in there, because I mean we're going fast. The thing with Bixpy is that it takes a minute to get like energized. I don't know what to call it. We got about 10 minutes before it gets dark in here. Luckily that camera should see when it's dark. I'm about to snap in the transom mount with the Bixpy. See what happens. I brought in the wrong tools, so this good luck me. We got this YakGadget transom mount right here. It should sort of fit in there. It doesn't quite fit in here, oh boy, because it has this thing on the side, but should be good enough for the test today. One thing you can do is you could put more of this covers here and elevate this so it's kind of like on the top, or just, you know what, if you're gonna put Bixpy on a transom mount on this boat, Kaku do sell a transom mount that goes in here. There's so many of these mounts and all of them are different and they don't quite fit on all these kayaks. Like every single kayak have some little stuff here in the back that makes it difficult for a transom mount like this to fit in. So never use galvanized bolts on any of the stuff, because it's gonna get stuck in there. You're gonna destroy the brass insert. I'm just gonna use it because right now, because it's gonna be 2 minutes basically. Okay, we're ready to go, guys. If you have the right bracket and the right bolts, it would take you basically 30 seconds to do this. It took me 30 seconds with just a longer screw, so you could do this in like snap, and you got hand control and all that stuff with that mount. Boom, 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 boom. Damn, you're slow, Gemini. Oh my god, you're still thinking? 6:19. Sunset's gonna be at 6:19. It's 6:09. We got, if I know how to count, 10 minutes. First thing for sure, you need sort of like an extender, man. Like if you're gonna use a transom mount, you need a extender. But let me tell you, this mount right here feels a lot better, more solid than the power pole mount for sure. The power pole mount is basically if you're gonna be using it for steering with your hands, I would say. But if you're gonna use a pole steering system, the transom mount is ready. It's better, it's easier, it's faster, doesn't take you long to set up. The other thing is, I mean, I'm gonna go over some of the advantages of each, because this right here with a power pole mount, you could easily just bring the motor up with a cord. You don't have that here. You're gonna have to go back there and press a bracket and bring it up. All right, so let's go ahead and turn here. If I had an extender, it would have been an easier turn, but so let's see if we get the same speeds. Okay, so we're hitting 3.9 miles an hour right here, 4 miles an hour, 4.1, 4.2. So we're hitting the same 4.2 that we hit before. Definitely need an extender. You can move the seat back a lot, actually. You can move the seat all the way back, but then you lose speed. So, and also you want to have space to steer. The transom mount setup is like a quick setup where you're just gonna be fishing a small body of water, and you just want to have some control on a motor. Otherwise, it's best to have full rest steering and not be tied down to this. With the pole steering, to me it was easier because you don't have to like pull yourself up like that. It was just a forward and backward motion. If you need to bring the motor up for whatever reason and you have the transom mount set up, one of the negative is you have to like use this bracket right here, hold it down, and then just bring it up. That's one of the negative, but you know. Something I want to mention is that Bixpy does have reverse, and you could go like maybe 1.9 miles an hour reverse. Didn't quite test that today in this demo, but I'll be back tomorrow with the full rest controller and a different mount, the one that goes right there in the rotor. It's gonna be nice. Guys, I'm excited about today. You know why? This is the Kaku Voodoo. Kaku Voodoo doesn't have any footrest or anything like that, but we're gonna go ahead and install the Bixpy right here in the rear using the rotor gudgeon, and then I'm gonna run the cables through those guys that you see there and there, right there. And then I'm gonna put the footrest right here using YakGadget accessories, and I'm gonna be able to steer from my seat, hands-free fishing with the Bixpy in the rear. Houston, I think we got a problem here. So I was like so excited because of the footrest and everything, but the problem is it's flat and you need space right here to make it work. Solution is I got these racers and I added it there. You can see there the racers, but the problem is it's still too low. So I guess the best solution is to get some starboard for material and raise this up a lot and then install the footrest on top of it. Guys, I have a general tip, and this is if you're ever gonna use one of these things. But let's say you're screwing a lot and it's not stopping, you gotta be careful because you may strip it. You may hit the bottom and then create problems. If you do hit the bottom and it didn't tie up all the way, do not keep going, just retract and add washers. In this case, I added an extra washer and then I was able to put it all the way down and secure it down. There's always 10,000 steps before you do anything. This does not fit in there, but it's minor, so wish me good luck. Really? This gudgeon, I got it from Kaku, but I think this is a universal one. The hole were not wide enough to hold my rotor. This rotor, I had it forever. It was the original Bixpy rotor. The one that you will buy now, if you want to buy the rotor kit to motorize your Voodoo from Bixpy, is different, but this should do. And Bixpy also sells the gudgeon that is gonna work with the rotor. But for me, this is good enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it there. It fits. I need to tie it down on the bottom, but we're good, man. We're good. Let me see the turn here. Okay, that's good enough. You see that? Sorry, you weren't not seeing because I wasn't showing you, but you see it kind of stops it there. But look at the turn, like that's more than enough. Like even there, that's enough, but it could go even higher. And even if you could raise it up a little bit when I put a stopper there, and then it's gonna be able to do the turn as well. No fishing, no swimming. Luckily, we're just kayaking here today. Okay, I learned this trick from Chad Hoover. He said to bring the boat down with gravity instead of you pulling it down. And let me tell you something, this makes a lot of sense. No effort whatsoever, but it's kind of fun to just let her roll all the way down. Boom. Okay, there you go. I'm about to test the Bixpy on the Kaku Voodoo, and look what I did. I installed the Bixpy in the rotor, and I have footrest control of this craft. I should have my hands free to fish, although we cannot fish here. I couldn't bring a rod. Bixpy's down. All right, we're moving. I don't like how the rotor is going all the way down. Maybe the rotor on this boat is not the best implementation. I think what I would do, I would definitely use the power pole mount and set up for steering control with it. I'm steering well though. We're moving, guys. Let me see if we could turn it slowly. We're turning. The problem now is that it's not gonna allow me to turn. See, it already did the circle. Yay! Not gonna allow me turning back. I don't think the rotor is the best implementation of this setup. When that happens, when you're stuck, just kill it, and then it's gonna go back to normal. It's not gonna work. Let's go back to base. You could make it work, but when you're in the water, you don't want to have the setup like this. Trust me, you don't want to. Just put that power pole mount if you're gonna use a Bixpy. So we're getting less speed than before with the rotor, and the problem is that motor is like this. Instead of being there, it's like that. So yeah, it's not a cool setup. It didn't work. but that's why we test things here. So if you have a Voodoo and you want to put a Bixpy on it, don't put it back on the router. Just put the power pole and put it in the center, and you're gonna have a better connection, better everything.